night. It's 11 a.m. here. Hey now, everybody. It is a Friday night in sunny Perth, Western Australia. How much longer will it be sunny Perth, Western Australia for? I don't know, because winter is in fact coming. It's 7:32 here in Adelaide, says Adam. What time is it here? It's gone 6:03. 6:03. Uh, Look, don't you just... I'm sorry I'm a bit late, everybody. Can you all hear me and see me? Don't you love when a non-skippable advert plays? And I can blame myself for that because I'm the one who put them on. Let me just give a second, timey-wimey. Can anyone hear me? I hope you can. I'm getting non-stop adverts on my end. So I have a very rookie setup over here in my house. Hello, mate. Hi, Robert. How are you? Hi, everybody. How's it going? Great to be here. Great to see you. I'm hoping this week that the stream doesn't sound like dog shit like it did last week. I need to talk to a Crispy Pro or an Oz Chris or someone smarter than me who knows how to set up a professional streaming thing, which, by the way, yes, I should have done before the series came out, or at least started, but I didn't. Alright, before we get started, ask Troy. I will ask Troy. So, hi, Doug. I'm trying to read all your chats, and I'll get there in a second. I just released a video on the channel. I think it's called Does Space Babies Work? And in literally, I believe, 25 minutes, there'll be another one dropping called Did Jinx Monsoon Save the Devil's Cord? So instead of doing clips each week, I had this crazy idea that I would kind of just make a video just combining. It's like 6.5 minutes from like a 45-minute episode, just combining all of our main points with like footage in the background and pictures and stuff. That was my idea. It's been a crazy week with the show, with Doctor Who actually just coming back on air, and you know, we went on Who's There and we did the predictions video for Boom, and I want to do the live streams, and it's just, I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot. But Sarah, am I reading? Hold on, I can't read the. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. So Sarah, this morning the tickets for the Doctor Who BBC Proms went on sale. And I managed to get 4 for my family. Cost an arm and a leg, but worth it. Congratulations. Yeah, I saw Farry's is going. That's awesome. If you don't mind me asking, how much did it cost you? If you don't feel comfortable saying, that's completely fine. I would have thought, does that kind of thing cost a lot of money? Wow, interesting. I'm having issues reading your messages, so I'm just going to go up another tab. But yeah, so tomorrow you can get the Boom review already. It's just been a lot. And I do another podcast called For a Laugh, and it's just a lot at the moment. On top of working 5 to 6 days a week, yeah, £250. Far out. That's like 500. That's like 500 Australian dollars. That's a lot of money. Let me zoom in here on the old Chatterino. All right, that's better. Ha! Now we're cooking with gas. We don't do a professional setup here. You guys know that. That's not me. Ha! Never. Jokes aside, I want to though get a good setup here, because I don't know, more people seem to be tuning into them and more people seem to be enjoying them, and I want to make sure it's actually good to watch after they're live, if that makes sense. That's still quite pricey, but I assume it'll be worth it. Yeah, so is it like Doctor Who at the Proms? I remember they had them all on the Blu-rays back in the day. I remember they did that intro with David Tennant. It'd be cool if, like, is it one night? We've gone to 2 out of the 3 of the previous Proms. Is it one night? Because there'll probably be some cool faces there. Like, probably Shooty will probably rock up. Maybe, I don't know. Is Shooty too big now for us all? Hold on a minute, I haven't got this on. Hold on. I do have a little bit of a professional setup. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. How's that? How is that? A little bit of lights. Kind of blinding me a little bit. I look very holy now. Would love to go. Yeah, I remember the proms came to. Oh no, it was the Symphony Spectacular. That came to Perth and I never went. I don't know why. I think the proms during Matt Smith years were recorded, and I think during Matt Smith's years was recorded, and there was even a pre-recorded bit with Matt as a doctor. I think there was. Yeah, they tend to broadcast on radio simultaneously and on TV a few weeks later. That's what they did last year. That's when they debuted the 15 Doctors theme and Ruby's theme, and the new title music, I think. You guys were great on Who's There. Thank you. Yeah, that was a rush because I'd been like working all day, and it's just Murphy's Law. Like when you know you got a busy night and it just happens to be like a really busy day at work, we had to go in and do this like stud petition and chip rocket all, and it had to all be done in one day. And I was getting picked up late at like 5:30, and it was just such a rush. And then we had to do Who's There, and then film the voice break, and then film the Boom predictions video. So it was a lot, but it's only for a couple of weeks. I've assured my therapist I won't be pushing myself that hard forever. But yeah, at the moment it's like what, two podcast episodes a week, one on my other show, so 3 podcast episodes a week, 1 live stream, 2 clips a week, tons of shorts and TikToks. It's a lot. It adds up, and I'm kind of tired, to tell you the truth. No Tabasco sauce today. No, that kind of messed me up, and I don't know if the bit worked, but it was so scary because like Crispy and Troy were like, "Oh, we don't have an intro." And I had briefly mentioned I had this bit to do on the show about the Tabasco, and they didn't know what it was yet. And then Troy was like, "Why don't we open with Connor's bit?" And I was like, "I don't know if you'll like it." And they were like, "We'll just try it." And I was like, "Okay." And I did the bit, and it made the cut, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I can switch off this RAM when I want to. I just choose not to, I suppose. That prom in 2013 is amazing. Yeah, it's kind of wild to think that at like it's called RIC Arena here in Perth. It's like the second biggest stadium we've got. I might have like a full-on Doctor Who event. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that ever again come to Perth. It's just sad. I think the Doctor will go boom. A boom, boom, boom. Maybe he will. I'm very excited. A Stephen Moffat episode again. That bit kind of worked. I mean, it was a good idea, but I felt it could be more spicy or disgusting for you because at moments it felt like you were not affected by it. I mean, the Tabasco. Yeah, well, I'm actually really good. I kind of grew up on like spicy food with my dad. My dad makes insane curries, and he always wouldn't really. He liked his food hot, so basically we had it hot. So I'm kind of always been used to it. Yeah, it was a last minute bit. Okay, I feel like for the average person that would be probably a lot, but you were enjoying drinking it. Hey, you know what? I actually kind of can. Like, it was like 8,000 Scovilles, to be fair. It wasn't like baby shit, but now when someone tries something spicy, I expect the reaction to be like Conan O'Brien on Hot Ones. I love Conan. I've always loved Conan. He's quite the inspiration for me. I won't lie. For a kid in his room in Perth City, what's that kid ever gonna do? I don't know. Him and Craig Ferguson, I feel like obviously like Johnny Carson, David Letterman. You know, they're the goats of like late night. Now we've got Kimmel and Fallon is the worst. We had Corden. I don't mind Seth Meyers. Seth is probably the most bearable. I'm not a huge fan of Stephen Colbert, but he's not too bad. I don't know. Someone knows Craig Ferguson? Yeah, Craig is like, wow, you guys all know Craig? That's awesome. Yeah, he generally is like my, um, he's one of my icons for sure. I love Craig Ferguson. Damn, you guys all know him? I didn't know people knew him. That's great. I watch all of his old monologues. I'm a huge fan of him. And if I had more time on my hands, I would like to do more stuff like that. I hope you guys are finding. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I seem a bit down today, but I just feel like sometimes like, oh, I'm not doing enough for the channel, and I know we have actually been doing a lot, but it's like I want to make sure you guys are getting all the content that you want and need from this channel. I don't want to disappoint you, but you know, I think Boone would be good. Says Doug. The first 3 episodes were a mixed bag. She will be a good doctor if he gets good scripts. Completely agree. Yeah, Jeff Peterson was so funny. It's so great that you guys know that. It's incredible. So, do you guys want to comment below some thoughts on Space Babies? You do seem a bit down. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay. It's just been a lot. It's been a busy week. I'm sorry. I'm hyping up. Okay, I'm hyping up. Drew Carey show was amazing show too. Too bad we'll probably never get a show available anywhere. Yeah. Didn't Craig used to be a bad Peter Capaldi? He did. He's good friends with Peter. Yara Pro Content Machines. Also, will there be a broadcast history joke in Boom? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Do you guys want to put your thoughts and feelings on Devil's Cord and Space Babies before we move on to our Boom predictions? I can stay for a bit longer tonight because I haven't got anything on. No, be yourself. All good if you're amongst friends. Yeah. I was meant to get dinner tonight with a lady friend, but it's happening Sunday now, so I can stay a little bit longer. So that's good at least. We're just having drinks with the boys and the girls. I've done so many edits this week for my channel. That's your separate channel, isn't it, Sarah? Feel free to post it below. Never feel like this comment section is exclusively to me. If you guys have projects you want to plug, put them down there. Just feel free. When it comes, this is what Robert says, alright? This sounds very formal. When it comes to Doctor Who, then I have to see the episodes at least twice to figure out how I feel about them, and I enjoyed them. Space Babies more, to be honest. I, for some strange, odd reason, seem to just have this soft spot for the episode called Space Babies, which is, it sounds ridiculous saying that as a 25-year-old man. I said this on the Boom Predictions podcast that I showed my family, and it was torturous and exhausting, to put it politely. It was not a fun experience. I was getting asked questions like, why did they open with that one? And I didn't have the answer, okay? It was torturous. It was really difficult. I mean, I think they really just didn't like about it. Actually, no, my sister really enjoyed it, actually. But what my parents didn't like about it at all was the babies. Like, that's genuine, and not to dox my mum, but my mum works with children. So I really thought she would understand it, enjoy it more. But maybe if they did an episode about carpentry, I'd hate it, considering that's my job. It's like, oh, maybe like, oh, not this shit again, you know? It's like, oh, God. Jeremy says, oh, Jeremy, you are here? Let's go. I really don't want to rewatch Devil's Cord in case I hate it. Right, so, yeah, on that note as well, we watched Devil's Cord last night, and my sister and mum enjoyed it. My dad, we had a conversation for like 5 minutes after the show, and my dad, he's like 64, 63. He was like, I just don't understand. He always brings up, he did it on the live stream one time. He always brings up this story about, or this episode, I don't even know what episode it is, but it's an episode where the Cybermen are walking through the London Underground or something, and he's like, he's obsessed with that episode. He's like, that's what they should be doing in these episodes. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work anymore because it's 2024, but still, it's mostly Doctor Who characters I've drawn over years. Yeah, Robert, I saw all those. Yes, everyone plug your stuff. I'm here for it. We're all one big family here. Gallifrey Ravenclaw, that's it. I did one within hours of watching the episodes with season twists and now having to double them up because I was so far ahead of the edits and new ones are being thrown out. That's awesome. Everyone go check that out. Adam says, I enjoyed Devil's Cord more from the start to finish. I was really into it. Sarah says, are there any Americans here? I'm curious what the general consensus is. There are sometimes a few Americans in the chat. I told my nan not to bother with this weekend's episode as she'll never understand it. Is that as in Boom? Attack of the Cybermen. Oh, Aiden, how you doing? Might be talking about Invasion when they come out of the sewers in London. The story I think my dad's on about is in the Invasion. Yeah, anyway, that's kind of all I hear about. It's like, they should be doing that. And look, it's understandable, I guess, for like just a really casual viewer of Doctor Who not to understand how much the Cybermen and Daleks have been overused. So I get that. And don't get me wrong, like, of course I want to see Ncuti take on the Daleks and Cybermen, but I'm not going to be mad if they're not in season 1. I might not even be mad if they're not in season 2. I think maybe just leave it for a later day. I can understand why this era seems to be doing really well with like the kids, like the youth, and it seems like maybe the older. My voice is breaking a lot today. What's going on with me? I haven't really spoken a lot today. I haven't gone to work today, so I'm kind of like not spoken a lot today. I guess like the older generations just don't love it as much, but yeah, you guys are killing it with the chats. If Ncuti had to read the script three times, there's no way she'll understand it. Is that what he said about Boom? Well, consider me excited, baby. Doctor Who has become so diverse, says Doug. A lot of fans, I'm 66, I'm not on board with the wokeness. I avoid the politics and just want good stories. The episodes where Dad liked might be Invasion. I believe it is. She gave up in the Moffat era when 11 threw toast out the door. What's that, 10 minutes into 11th hour? That's a good start. You and your dad should watch The Invasion together for content, says Jeremy. Christ. Yeah, maybe. Oh, God. Could you imagine that? Far out. Honestly, you could make a sitcom out of us all watching it together. It's just like, it's not a very enjoyable experience. And I don't know. I literally said, I was like, look, maybe this is just a thing we shouldn't do. Because it just causes me stress, and I have to hear my dad just shit on it. And it's hard. It's like, yeah, you know, I don't know why they open with space babies. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't work at the BBC. I don't work at Disney. I don't know. I'm not Russell. I don't know why they did that. I don't have the answers. I'm not the answers man, okay? I don't know why they did it. I'm asking myself that a little bit. Good Lord. One of the things, in my opinion, Chibnall did right was that he held off the Daleks for special episodes. Says Robert. Sure, why not? I'd even like to see the, because now we know that Stephen's writing the Christmas special, which is nuts. So this is the first time the showrunner has not written the Christmas special. Because the showrunner always writes the Christmas specials, don't they? Yeah, so I would be keen to see the Weeping Angels in a Christmas special. Angels, Christmas, makes sense. It's sad that it might be Stephen's last episode. I don't want that. I don't want that to be Stephen's last episode. What generation you count yourself as? I believe I'm what generation? If I'm 25, what generation am I? Here you go. So born 1977 to 2012 as a Gen Z. So I'm a Gen Z. Sounds a bit boomery if you ask me. Jeremy says, Connor, why don't you email the BBC and ask for a job at the official Doctor Who podcast? Connor's dad probably. You know what? That's actually so accurate. It's scary. Oh, God. That's so fucking accurate. That's so funny. Give us the Hammond verse with your dad. Oh, God. I need to keep my dad away from his dang Doctor Who opinions on the internet, I think. I'll tell you what, one of these live streams, I'll bring him back in and he'll talk some shit. Here's the thing, like, you know what he's going to say? It'll just be like, oh, I just think it could It could be like, it could be the Cybermen in the London Undergrounds again, and it's like I mean, sure, it would be cool, but it's been done before, has it not? I said this last night. Like, look, the show's 61. Like, the show is almost as old as him. So it's like, come on, like, it's got to it has to evolve at some point. And Doctor Who is the show regenerates too. If you don't like this era, in a couple of years it'll be over and there'll be another one. And it'll be most probably completely different with a new Doctor and a new companion and everything. It's like, I know you shouldn't have to wait, but if you want to, you can, is what I'm trying to say. Moffat also said that he had to read the season 2 final script. I did hear that, and both his Christmas specials and that final were directed by the same person, so there's obviously a link there. Man, I heard that, and if we get a series final written by Russell T Davies and Stephen Moffat, then I think that would send the internet into an absolute meltdown, and I'm so there for it. But realistically, what it probably is just like maybe a thread that starts in the Christmas special or a villain, and maybe it gets paid off in the season 2 final. I don't know. It's just nuts that we get him 2 episodes with him this year, because that was the original rumor, wasn't it? The original rumor was that he was going to do the Christmas special this year, and then it came that he was doing Boom, and I think we all forgot about that, and now it's like, I think he just accidentally said it in an interview, like it wasn't meant to be released, but still. Doug says, I'm okay with Doctor Who changing. Problem is, the show is important to us fans. Normies don't get it. I've been watching it since 1963. I was 6. Now that's a flex. I feel like I'm pretty cool for watching Doctor Who for nearly 20 years, but boy, you've been watching it for 61 years. Sarah Glover says, Jeremy NES is Connor's dad confirmed. Well, I hope my dad isn't living in New Zealand, Sarah, quite frankly. My dad is in a place called Fremantle tonight. So maybe he is in New Zealand, you never know. Josh says, which episode do you think Riri will try and look for her missing mother? Probably, we see in the Legend of Ruby Sunday all these it's like this TV studio, like this news studio. Maybe Ruby will broadcast around the world, like looking for her mum. I don't know. That sounds like some dumb shit RTD would do. Oh god. Robert says, but honestly, the Yeti in the London Underground Weatherfield was a great episode, so that would make good visuals. It would. It would. Dad, you're right. I'll let him know everyone agrees with you. Legend of Ruby Sunday, definitely. Thank you, Sarah, for agreeing with me. It's Fridays with PewDiePie. Oh my god, what a throwback. Russell needs someone who isn't afraid to tell him no. I completely agree. I was having this conversation with Dan down the pub, and I can't remember what I was saying now, but I was like, isn't this exactly the job that a producer has, to tell you no? I think as much as I love Russell, I completely agree. And I think whatever worked back in, 2005 to 2010, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work again in the present. But I'm not saying it's a shit show, I'm just saying there's a few things that maybe aren't working as well as they did in the past. Jeremy says, need more Stephen collaborations. If it wasn't for him standing up to Russell, then we wouldn't have had 14 and Donna hanging out the TARDIS in the title sequence. Oh my god, I did see the clip. Yeah, shit, okay, yeah. Okay, that's a good point, and I want to talk about this real quick. So a thing that actually is gonna, I think, upset me is that I think this is gonna be, Boom is gonna be the episode that fans all kind of agree is like an instant classic. Now, it upsets me that we've now had, 6 episodes of Russell, and I know Wild Beyond is regarded as a classic, and I would agree that it is, but I know not everyone thinks that, as much as say everyone thinks Blink is a classic. What bugs me a little bit is that I feel like everyone's going to be like, Boom was the best episode of Doctor Who in years, and it's going to be the only episode that's not written by Russell yet. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. And I guarantee you, I'll sit down with my family and watch Boom, and all of them go, hey, that was great. And I go, yeah, it's not written by Russell. Maybe that's why you liked it. Ah, God. Yeah, that hanging out the TARDIS thing is so dumb. look, you know, Steven gets TV, and Steven can get carried away too, but I think he gets TV. Moffat changed the titles. I still want to see that though. I think you can see it, Sarah. I think I saw it today. Will we see the science tomorrow in Boom? Oh God, I would. Oh, come on, come on. I love that. I would love that. Oh, hi, Crispy Pro. Definitely not seeing you in a few months. Hey, can't wait for that. Oh my God, wait, is Doug in the chat? I saw a comment today from Doug. Oh my God, I thought it was brilliant. Doug had this idea. What's it? It's the. Doug, say it again. Can you type it again, please? That idea of me, Crispy, Josh, and Aiden. It's like the 50% the snares and chairs. The Crispy, the 50% the snares and chairs. Oh my God, it made me laugh so much. To be fair, Steven wrote almost all the best episodes of the first 4 seasons, in my opinion. Yeah, well, that's another thing, and not to take away from Russell. Like, yeah, it is easy just to hop on a season, and write an episode and not have to worry necessarily about like the over big plot. Crisp 50 snares in the chairs. That's it. That is a great title. The Crispy 50 snares in the chairs. Aussie YouTubers crossover in September. I'm excited. Nothing's confirmed. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say it, but so I'm trying to get to all your comments. You guys are killing it. Was there a clip of Tennant and Tate from the opening? I just saw a screenshot of it. That's all I saw. Have you heard the Fary's theory that season 1 is like the Truman Show and all the meta stuff? I think I have seen that, and I could definitely see Russell doing something like that. I don't know if I like that idea, but here's the thing, like Jeremy's kind of saying, Russell reminds me of my sister. They do what they want. And that's with love, Alicia, who's probably watching this right now somewhere in the house. They just do what they want. And they do it, and that's okay. Well, there was concept art of the specials title sequence. That's probably what I saw. I'd be so down for a Moffat era 2, for real. Hey, you know what? Why not? Did you see that Boom will have links to both season 1 and 5? I did not. I'm so excited about that. The Crispy 50 Snares and Chairs Spotify exclusive podcast coming in 2005. I know that's a joke, but I will never leave YouTube, ever, Crispy Pro. Oh, yeah, did new 50% just upload? Yeah, this is a video. Alright, let's go check it out. This is the video that I've been working on. I edited this today, actually. Did it just drop? What time is it? 6:30? Yes, it did. Yes! It's called, Did Jinx Monsoon Save the Devil's Cord? Yes! Did it? Who knows? Go check it out. But in my opinion, the finals of Arthur have more emotional punch, and he wrote his Doctors better. I hated a lot of monologues Moffat was writing for his regenerations. I do agree that I think that Steven definitely didn't handle the whole season arcs as well as Russell. That I will agree with. Shooty and Millie filmed it too. What, the sticking their heads out the TARDIS? That is so silly. That is so silly. Moffat needed another series of 11. Yeah, he was meant to. No, it was Matt who was meant to stay on for an extra series, wasn't it? Do you know what I was thinking today? I really do think that we're going to get Shooty for maybe like 6 seasons. I'd love that. Showrunner doesn't work. Need classic Who system. Producer script editor. You see, Archie is too powerful. Legend in his lunchtime. Oh boy. Because one of the promo pics has a guy holding a gun that has Vingard written on it, and him and the other soldiers are wearing the bishop collars. Yeah, it's probably going to be the oh god, Aiden said it the other day. It's the religious cult. Sorry, I shouldn't say cult. Sorry to all my religious folk out there. The religious organization that was in Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone. And now it's picking them up, looks familiar. The Clerics. Thank you, sir. The Clerics, yeah. And then when Moffat is doing his season after someone else is working on their next season. The Clerics, yeah, everyone's typing the Clerics. Well done, everybody. Yeah, I reckon that's got to be them. Come on, it's got to be. That's so. Who just said that there was a big connection to season 5? That's got to be it. I mean, that's just dumb shit us nerds would understand. Like no one at home's gonna, no one's gonna be understanding that. Will we get a fat Father Octavian mention? I sure hope so. My boy Father Octavian, rip the goat. What's his name? Jorah from Game of Thrones. Jorah the Explorer, we used to call him. Bring back Jorah the Explorer for a cameo. I didn't have to tell you the name 5 times in the preview and you said a petrol station. Yeah, I did. I said Caltex. Hey, the Tabasco was getting to my head, okay? I can't help it. God, I need to shave. I was going to shave today, but I just didn't have the time, folks. I spent some time moving stuff out of my room because for the last 10 years I've been saying that I'm going to be moving rooms, and that actually is happening. I can tell you that. What else did I do? I edited videos. I watched some H3. I took the day off work because no one's there. Crispy Pro, where will Boom land on your series ranking? Come on, it's Stephen Moffat. I reckon it'll be top 2 at least. I really want this series to stand out. I think we can let episode 1 and 2 go. It can go in the past, okay? I want these next 6 episodes to be shamazing, okay? That's what I want. I'm very excited to see what 73 Yards has to offer as well. That episode, just for some reason, it just kind of tickles my fancy. My best prediction is Aiden will attempt to eat a hat before I've seen the episode. Yes, Aiden will be eating a hat. To what extent, I don't know. It might just be a little bit. And I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to eat a hat either. I believe my thing is if Jonathan Groff and Ncuti Gatwa don't share a smooch in Rogue, I have to attempt a front flip, which could result in me breaking my neck. So, I'm hoping there's a little bit of smooching action in Rogue. Otherwise, I mean, I will do it. I will attempt to do it. Aiden said I have to attempt it in the studio. I respectfully decline to do that. I will have to do it down like a local park or something where at least the grass will be a little bit like, I don't know. Grass can sometimes be quite hard, but I want the grass to be a little bit spongy and maybe give me a few beers before I've done it so I can have a little bit of liquid courage. But come on, I reckon they'll at least have a little smooch. Oh boy. Boom or bust for me, it has to be good. Boom will be good. I think Steven's been waiting on an idea for what, 7 years? He's been away from the show for 7 years. He would have thoughts all the time. And he comes back, and unlike Russell, where he has to write a lot of episodes, he gets to pick which one he just wants. He just does one. Well, he's doing 2 technically with the Christmas special, but he can just pick his best 4, and that's what he's done. So I generally think Boom will be fine. On video though, yeah, I will film my attempted front flip. It's not going to go well though. Aiden holding the camera too busy laughing to record it. I might set up a tripod for that very reason, Sarah. Bull, we're having a ball over here. Bull says, I'm hoping the stakes of Boom will allow for deeper character moments than what we've had so far. I completely agree. I think we need it. I think that, I think Devil's Court, and this is just me speaking. Devil's Court, I think was trying to go for an emotional beat, and it just didn't land for me. I didn't understand Jinx's. I keep saying Jinx. I didn't understand Maestro's plan or motivation. I didn't understand it. Like, I just didn't. So the idea of Ncuti's doctor getting very emotional, I just couldn't really understand it. And I love emotional beats. I love Doctor Who making me cry. I love coming back from the pub and chucking on Dalek and crying, okay? I love that shit. I want this episode to have that emotional beat, and I think with Stephen Ryan, we won't have that issue. Russell, I think he's forcing it. He's forcing it a little bit. He's forcing it a bit with this emotional stuff, and I just don't necessarily believe it. And it kind of sucks that we've heard Shooty say like his Doctor's very emotional. It's like is that what he's referring to? Just he's like, because he's cried in every episode so far. I think that he's been in. It's like, oh boy. It takes away from the actual moments, Either way. Part of me still kind of hopes that Groff will be the new Jack Harkness. Barrowman was devastated lately, so I feel like it might be true. I feel like if Jonathan Groff is Captain Jack, I think that's just ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. And John Barrowman's gone down in my books massively lately. I mean, I used to be such a huge fan of him, but still. And even I'm like, look, from a character standpoint, it's just stupid. It's just dumb. Do I think he's going to be Captain Jack? No. Do I think he's going to be literally the exact same, but played by Jonathan Groff? Yes. Which, again, is just like, Russell's writing it. There's just so many times I'm like, this is just fucking lazy. Like, doing that, and like, there's even that scene in Devil's Core with the Sonic, and it isolates all the sound. It's like, if someone told me to explain what was going on in that scene, I couldn't tell you. Like, why does Maestro walk away? It just seems lazy. And then it's like, oh, we can't do that again. You can't trick the gods twice. There's a scene when the TARDIS is being controlled by Maestro. Somehow the TARDIS is being controlled by Maestro. I'm not sure how, but it is. It's like, oh, we can only land back in 1963. Why? I don't know. And I'll never know. Sorry. Mr. Scarlet says, 73 Hours is the episode I've been most excited for, and I might be hyping up too much, but I think it's going to be an instant classic. I really hope so. Seems to be a Dr. Light episode as well, which is kind of cool. I loved on the Who's There one, you all agreed not knowing their motive and suggested a better motive, which was the one that you said in the episode. Yeah, I think that it just didn't really... Why go to the extent of getting someone like Jinx and not give them a background that works? I don't know. It's a pity R2D, Shooty, and Jinx have told us... oh boy. Mediocre white males should touch grass if we don't like the new episodes. Don't blame fans, write good stories. Yeah, I suppose, like, I can understand why people get a bit annoyed about that being said. I think, like, it's a bit of a common thread these days when, like, you're getting attacked to be like, it's personal. But you can just critique something without it being an attack. I love all these people. I mean, I'm spending my Friday night talking about this show, and I'm not trying to start a toxic movement. I'm just generally trying to just give my opinion. I've praised Doctor Who for hours, and believe me, what we got with the last 3 episodes was far from terrible, far from it. And in fact, I enjoyed them both quite a lot, but I think my problem is I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not young. This is the kind of story that would have worked when I was like maybe 6 years old, but I'm not 6 anymore. I'm 25, so it's like, it's not going to hit the same as it did once before. New starting point. So need a new character. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Josh, I hope for Ruby they explore more about her life instead of it just being a mystery. Yeah, what is this, the Christmas series? Ba 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 dee bee ba ba da ba dee ba dee 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 ba doo 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 doo. I like all that stuff. I think it's good. It's I've never there's so many like ongoing threads that it's actually kind of exhausting and a bit off-putting. I don't know what to keep up with anymore, and I think it's all just going to become a bit too much. And it's so Russell to be like, we're going to be doing all of this, and it's all going to be this big payoff thing. It's like, I don't know, man. Jonathan Groff shouldn't be Jack as it's a new starting point, so he should be a new character. I see. Yes, I completely agree. Yeah, so the character is called Rogue, and I mean, I'd love to see him like show up every series and be like the Jack character. I'm not giving up on this whole thing yet. I just think that it's like it's like, you know, I'm not it's never gonna hit my expectations. Is what I'm trying to say in a polite way. Yeah, I agree, Doug. That's why I told my family about. That's why I've not told my family about Susan Twist. Yes, Sarah, I replied to your comment the other day. I will like the idea of like that being a thing where it's like, yeah, did you catch this? No, didn't expect you to, because why would you? You know, if uh, whatever. I just hate the idea that like I feel like I'm gonna love tomorrow's episode and it's gonna be the first one that's not written by Russell. I hate that idea. I don't hate it, but it's like I'm just like, oh my god, no. Ugh. I I just want the rest of the series to work. Okay? Is that so much to ask for? It what does scare me a little bit is like how like and this is coming from a guy who loves Space Babies, but I love Space Babies because I've been watching Doctor Who for 19 years and I'm used to its like stupid shit. Like that as an opening episode, it just kind of blows my mind. I don't understand that. Got to go have fun, says Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'll never understand that, to be honest. Like why you would start with that. Because like, you know, no, I get on Disney Plus like it starts with Church on Ruby Road, but even that I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it works. Which is fine. It is this I've always had a realistic standpoint when it comes to this whole Disney Plus deal. I've never thought in the nicest way possible Doctor Who is going to be that show that is just a worldwide success. I want to be wrong, but I just don't think it'll always. It will be the hit they think it's going to be. Just because it's like, you know, we've all seen Josh's new video, Josh Sned's new video. It's like it's a niche sci-fi show that somehow we all love, but you know, a lot of other people just don't. And I just don't know if it's gonna work. I don't think the world is ready enough for it. I don't think they're ready for it. And particularly when you've got episodes like Space Babies opening up, they're going to take one look at it and think that's shit. I literally showed my work colleague who doesn't watch Doctor Who. He's seen like the odd episode, you know, like we all like regular people all have. Like it's in the odd episode, and I showed him the Space Babies thing, like them all on their little prams, to try to just give him an idea of what I was talking about. And he thought it was the dumbest shit ever. Like he was considering giving it a go, and he saw that and said, like, "I'm not gonna watch it. I can't. That looks like a kids show." And I didn't really have any response to it, quite frankly. There's always a twist at the end. Is literally a clue that Susan Twist is a major character in the final. I genuinely think RTD deliberately hired an actor named Twist. That's Russell for you, innit? So, what are your guys' thoughts on boom, boom, boom? What are our predictions? Our final predictions. Will the Doctor go boom, or will, considering he's in 27, is it 27 yards? Am I not? 73 yards. Sorry, fuck me. Sorry. It's been a long week, folks. Considering he's in 73 yards. Yeah, sorry, folks. Everyone's calling 73 now. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Considering he's in that, do we think the Doctor's gonna die, folks? Everyone, comment your predictions below. This is outrageous, says Robert. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm sorry. And by the way, Robert, I agree with your wife. That snot monster is absolutely disgusting, and anyone who thinks it isn't is lying through their teeth. It is foul and disgusting, and I hate it so much. Okay? I'll say this as well. So it's nearly 7 o'clock. It is, but also funny. It was funny. I'll give it that. Okay? Funny in a stupid, dumb way. I've got to be up at... God, what time did I get to Aiden's? 7? Is it 7 or 8? It's one of those. It's early, either way. So there goes my Saturday Lions now, boys and girls. There's always a twist at the end. God, that song has been stuck in my head all day. My only prediction is it'll be the purest form of Moffat. Yeah, I agree. I think that I saw one review saying it's the best episode since Blink, which I don't know how to feel about that, but I guess we'll see. Moffat did a brief interview on Moffat did a brief video on Boom. He did. I saw it. He said the Doctor has to survive without something he depends on. Wasn't he just talking about walking? That's such a Moffat thing. It's like the Doctor can't walk anymore. What does the Doctor always do? Walk. Or maybe, I think it says as well, like even his heart can't even raise. Like his heartbeat can't raise too high, otherwise it will trip the landmine. Could be that. Mr. Scholar says, my dog, my dog, my dog, my dog. I'm going to say, my God, I thought that was shite. There's something about the Devil's Court. It's just, and I know, it just seems really bland to me. It's meant to be this, like, colourful episode, and it's just super bland. And is it just me? Is that the third voice break from this episode? What the hell is going on? Am I a 12-year-old kid again? My God. I thought maybe the Sonic, says Doug. Maybe. It's Friday night, boys and girls. I'm going to crack open another cold one. That's what we do around here. Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Australia, mate. Yeah, boy. My only hope for Boom is that it will be a fully standalone, no mystery bits. I totally get that. I wonder if we'll get the snow-in effect again. I think that'll look really cool on the battlefield. But it's like, here's the thing. I'll say it again. This is what I mean by my theory that like this series is going to work around the Gen Zs. Because my sister was like, when she saw the snow come back in Devil's Court, she was like asking questions about it, like, oh, so what's the connection here? Like, is she related to the Doctor? Blah blah blah. Because they mentioned Susan in the episode. I don't think my parents gave a shit, but like, you know, it's like, hey, I'm glad that someone in the family is like at least getting a bit excited about the. I mean, it's the plot threads that get people to tune in each week. You know, it's a classic TV move. So I think it will look cool to see the snow on the battlefield. It might get a bit tedious seeing it 3 weeks in a row, but I think that effect is beautiful. There's something creepy about hearing Christmas songs when it's not Christmas. Or is that just me? Or am I just a bit of a strange man? Oh, God. I'm excited, though. How can you not be excited for a Stephen Moffat penned episode? Come on! It's gonna be dope, baby! Alright, what's going on here? I Doc says, I think no matter what it will show, should it be good as the Doctor that it comes is coming from someone who thought he was a grinning winker. Am I mistaken this saying? So keen for a gritty battlefield. I agree. So, do you guys want to go into the 50% part of the live stream? It's time for the 50% of the 50% live streams. Ask away your questions about something. You can ask me anything that's not Doctor Who related. You can ask me if I have a driving license. The answer is yes. You can ask me if I can swim. The answer is yes. This is the part we do at the end because I've run out of ideas. And we've spoken about everything that we need to talk about. And if no one sends any questions, the live stream will simply end. And that's how we do it around here, folks. That's how we do it, baby. We've had fun tonight, have we not? Sorry was away. Oh, don't be sorry, Robert. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding around. I'll stay on for an hour and then I'll clear off. So if you guys have any questions, it could be about Doctor Who. I'm only joking, but it could be about Doctor Who. It could be about life. Fire away, and then I'll let you all get on with your Friday. You won't be hearing me talking about Doctor Who all night, do you? Who would want that? Not me. Keen to get a nice sleep tonight. The thing about the ongoing mystery is that I really like it and it keeps me invested. Me too. Look, maybe I'm being a bit harsh about it, but I think it's just a bit. It's a bit too much. There's a bit too much going on for my liking. Robert also says, with the classic Doctor Who series of serials, 5 to 6 episodes, and the story is done. Yeah, exactly. Adam says, crunchy or smooth peanut butter. You know, I'm not really a huge peanut butter fan, which is weird because I like those Reese's cups. I remember when I went to America, I got a big bag of them. You gotta go for, I feel like, I do like smooth. I feel like smooth is kind of the go. Peanut butter and jam is really good. That's a good little treat, I think. Here we have separate stories, but there's a lot going on in the back. New Earth or Space Babies. I'm gonna hit New Earth with that one. I think New Earth will always be nostalgic for me. I was traveling in Australia as a kid when New Earth aired in the UK, so when I came back home, this is what it was like back in the day, kids. When you missed Doctor Who when it aired on TV, there was no way for you to watch it. I had to wait for the first volume of the DVD to come out, and then I watched it. And I was hearing at school from my friends what the episode was like, and he said, "Oh, it's about like an infection when you get touched, and you get turned into this you get all this foul skin," and it made me want to vomit, and I felt I couldn't watch the episode for ages, but either way. So all jokes aside, a Crispy 50 Snares collaboration would get heaps of views and would be a great watch. Yeah, we're all going to be meeting up in September. I think I'm allowed to say that. If not, I just did. I won't say why we're all meeting up, but we are all going to be meeting up in September in a certain state, which will have myself, Aiden, Crispy, and Josh all in it at the same time. And will there be a podcast filmed? You can bet your life on it. I would never have us all together and us not do an episode together. It would be a wasted opportunity. Very much looking forward to that though. That'll be good. I think we're trying to put the flight soon, so that's going to be really cool. What shows or movies are you looking forward to other than Doctor Who? Do you know what I think? I've been having this I used to go to when I was younger. I used to go to the movies all the time. I think when I was like 17, I went to the movies, like the actual cinema. I think it was like 35 times in 1 year. Um, I think what killed it for me was COVID because you couldn't go. There were like no new movies shown, and I haven't had the urge to go to the movies for a long time, and I hate that. And I don't think there's going to be any movies anytime soon that make me want to go. Um, as for TV shows, The Boys comes out this year, season 4. That's fine. I'm kind of excited for that. Oh god, what else is there? TV shows. I don't know if I kind of just like what I like to do. I like to watch stuff once it's been out for a while. God, I don't know. I think I watch like House of the Dragons coming out season 2. You know, I'll watch that. I The Bear season 3. I just that's so funny. Jeremy just said that. Yeah, The Bear. I don't mind The Bear. I think it's fine. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. You know, I hate everything popular. Um, but yeah, who should I'm? Do you know what I really? Do you know what I do? I watch a lot of YouTube. Like I watch a lot of YouTube. Um, the H3 podcast. That they release 4 shows a week, and they're mostly the average episode length is like 3.5 hours, sometimes 4. Um, so it's like that takes up a lot. That's why I listen to it at work. They're the Teddy Fresh brand. So I listen to that a lot at work, and if I come home and eat my dinner, I have like a 2 hours left. I'll watch that. I love YouTube creators. I'm inspired by YouTube creators, so that's kind of like what I watch rather than like a TV series. I mean, I watched Baby Reindeer. I thought that was fantastic. I think that was a great expression of trauma. Um, I watched Boiling Point recently. I thought that was the movie, the short film, the movie, and the TV show. I all thought were fantastic. So definitely check that out. Who's your favorite Doctor? Mr. Peter Capaldi, but I could definitely see Ncuti being up there. Put it this way, if Ncuti isn't my favorite Doctor, it won't be because of him. It'll be because of Russell's writing. I feel like there's just not enough. The emotion is not warranted. Ncuti can play it off. He can do it amazingly. Don't waste that opportunity of having an actor that fucking good. And that's my biggest fear. If you're coming to Adelaide, beers are on me. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Aiden just texted me, come for 6:50. Right, so I have to be there at 6:50 a.m, folks. The Bear season 3 says Jeremy. Yeah, we spoke about that. How would you rank the R2D series premieres? We'll go through them. Rose, instant classic. New Earth, not great but nostalgic. Smith and Jones, don't hate it, don't love it. Partners in Crime, similar, don't hate it, don't love it. Then what we got? Star Beast. I guess not really. No. Space Babies. Ugh. I enjoyed it, I can see why people didn't. I'm really excited for the Rings of Power. Apparently me and 3 other people. I haven't seen the Rings of Power. I only recently watched the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. I read The Hobbit at school. I don't know why we did. I think we were in year 4 or 5. It was like ridiculously young age to make kids read a J.R.R. Tolkien book because it's like, you know, so complex. Well, I know it's supposed to be a kid's book, but I was never academic. I barely passed school. Not sure if you can tell. He says he downs alcohol. I turned out alright though. I got a good job. Come on. I enjoyed those movies. I just think because I watched them so many years later, I wasn't maybe as in love with them as other people are. But I gotta full on warn you. So on the week leading up to the weekend where we watched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies and we watched the extended editions, I also watched the extended editions of the Hobbit movies. So I think I did some calculation and it was like close to like 20 hours of like movies. And by Return of the King, I was just like kind of over that whole Middle Earth fucking shit. Also, Aiden mentioned Primeval and Prehistoric Park in a recent review, and I remember those TV shows two of my favorites. Yeah, I watched Primeval for a long time. I loved it. I've never even seen it. Says Jeremy about the bear. The bear. I read Red Dwarf is coming back next year. No idea what that would be like, but I love season 4 and six back at its peak. Yeah. By the way, we got Gavin and Stacey confirmed. I know we spoke about that a couple of months ago, which is awesome. I'm reading The Long Game by Paul Haynes now. It's a book about what happened behind the scenes of Doctor Who in the years after Paul McGann movie and before RTD1 started. Fascinating. Yeah, I think if this Disney deal doesn't work out, there'll be another big gap. Which I hate to say it and I don't want it. Maybe the show needs. Again, I don't want it, but I think maybe all of our problems would be solved if it went for a little bit of a break. But again, I don't want that. So looks like Crispy 50 snares at the Silver Balls in Rundle Mall. The balls are a famous sculpture in our mall. I don't know what that is. I never even said I was going to Adelaide, but God, I do like to tease the future on these live streams quite a bit, don't I? My God. 6:50 at Aiden's house. He made me a coffee last week. It was quite good, and I'm thinking though about going oat milk only in my life. I'll meet you at the balls, everyone from Adelaide ever. Does everyone just know the balls but me? Oh no, I do know the balls, the big silver balls. Yes, I do know them. I do know them actually. Yes, I do know them. I saw them in a Raka Raka video because they live in Adelaide, don't they? Ah, here's an old 50% relic. Hang on. Look at this. Who remembers this bad boy? The 50%, 100 episodes, Prating. I won this from, I think that's my nephew ringing a bell outside. But yeah, I won this for winning the first quiz. And I think I owe Aiden a Tim Shaw pop vinyl, which I'm going to give him on the 227th episode, I think. Was it the 237th episode Spectacular where I was going to do? Yeah, Jeremy, I just saw you comment the Tim Shaw pop. What's the Simpsons episode? It's like the 137th episode Spectacular. I know we've missed the 100th, but we can do the 237th. I think that's going to be the episode Spectacular that I want to do. And I'll give him the Tim Shaw one. It's just, I hate ordering off Amazon, okay? I can see when you're lying, you have a tell. No, I'm not saying I'm going to Adelaide. I never said that. Never been in Australia yet, says Robert. But I do hope that if I go there, I'd love to have the drink with you guys. Hey, why not? Pints all round. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I know it's controversial. I think Better Call Saul is a superior show. Sorry, you did ask that before. I missed a few, didn't I? And Jeremy also said any excitement for a second Simpsons movie. Wow, I missed a lot of shit. Sorry, I'll get to all this stuff. Here's the thing. Breaking Bad is a fucking amazing show. And when I watched it, it was my favorite show for a long time. A very, very long time. And then I watched The Sopranos. And then I realized that Sopranos really paved the way for Breaking Bad without me even knowing it. But Better Call Saul, I think it had everything almost going against it. And what Better Call Saul did, it could have been a cheap spin-off that would have just gotten people's attention because it's from the Breaking Bad universe. But no, it did its own thing, and I will always respect the hell out of Better Call Saul for that. So, I'm probably going to say Breaking Bad is the better show, but my God, Better Call Saul is like, it really was just like, you'll never have a prequel like that again. It just like, they shot gold with that. But that whole crew, like Peter Gould and Vince Gilligan, that whole crew is, and they have like Schultz directing stuff, and they're just some amazing directors and writers on that show. So, yeah, any excitement for a second Simpsons movie? You know what I wish they did, and they're not going to do, Jeremy? Because I can get really political about Simpsons. What I want is them to announce a Simpsons movie 2 and then a final series. That's what I want. Is it going to happen? Probably not. My future children are probably going to be watching The Simpsons at this rate. They'll be using Dan Castellaneta's voice through AI. Do you see going deeper into the Doctor Who rabbit hole, more Classic Who, maybe some books? Yeah, I plan on doing all of Classic Who. And all the reviews to be on this channel. So yeah, if Doctor Who does get cancelled, we still have that. Oh god. No. There was a worrying rumor from a Disney insider that Doctor Who episodes scored quite low, along with an all-time low UK TV ratings. I'm a bit concerned about the future. Yeah, but there's nothing we can do about it. We'll have to just move on. And if Doctor Who does get cancelled, then we had an amazing time, didn't we, folks? I think that's all we can do. Have you ever seen The Good Place? If not, I highly recommend. I do recall trying to watch the first episode and not getting through it. Ted Danson's good though. He's in Curb a lot. Curb ended this year. Can you believe that? I watched all of Curb. I watched all 12 series, and no one in my life did. I'm one of those Doctor Who fans fascinated by everything behind the scenes. The fact that there was a magazine that was being published every month when the show wasn't even on for years. That is seriously cool. And that's the thing, like, it leads me to believe that, like, even if Doctor Who took, again, I don't want this, even if it did take like 5 years off, I do think the fans we could get by. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, there could be, maybe then I delve into Big Finish, okay? Maybe then. You know what? We have some new episodes to watch, and that's a good thing. Exactly, Doug. I think that is a good thing. I think it's far from the worst thing on TV. I just think the problem at the moment is like TV just became like, once shows like Game of Thrones started airing and Breaking Bad, like the idea of TV just became so high. Like the standard became so high that people, and understandably, expect to, people are busy, they're tired, they come home from work, they come home and they cook dinner, they do the washing, they shower, and they get ready for bed and they chuck on an episode of TV, okay? And they have maybe an hour, 45 minutes with their girlfriend, their boyfriends, their friends, their parents. Like, they have like an hour to just relax. And when they watch a piece of media, they want it to understandably be good. Because if it's shit, you're just kind of sat there like, oh, why did I bother? Like, that was a waste of time. And it puts you in a bad mood. So I understand why you'd want to watch something that isn't bad. I think Doctor Who is a very specific show for a very specific audience. And I'm not trying to say what those types of people are in those audience. They're, in my opinion, really lovely people, but, we can be a bit outcasty and a bit irregular. And that's fine. I just don't know if the average Joe, like, I think the kind of conversations like a Disney Plus exec wants, say 2 couples go out for dinner, okay? This is the kind of conversation they want to be happening. One couple says, oh, we started Doctor Who, it's really great, you should watch it. And the other couple goes, oh yeah, I've heard about that. Oh, well, if you say it's good, I'll go home and watch it. That's what they want to be saying. I don't think that people will be saying that. I've never heard anyone say that my whole life, and I've been watching the show for 19 years, so. One of the best things about collecting physical media is that you can always watch it when you want. Yeah, particularly when, like, the season 1 to 13 is on Stan, and 60th onwards is on Disney, and classics are on iPlayer, and to access iPlayer I need a VPN. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. unless you're in the UK, it's a mess. And sorry, the UK isn't the rest of the world. Sorry. The show has creative fans in very high places, so whether it's cancelled, will find a way to keep the TARDIS flying. I've listened to a few new big finishes, the ones that Josh Snares mentioned, and a few Paul McGann's early ones, and they're really good. I would recommend. Maybe I'll get to them one day. Doug says, alright for you if Doctor Who takes a long break, but if you're 66, I'll be bloody dead. Still, I guess I had 60 years for it. No, Doug, I'm talking like a 5-year break. It'll just be 71. Okay? You'll still be kicking it at 71. Come on. You'll be kicking it, I promise. Jeremy, I think the fact that such an effects-heavy show like Doctor Who will be releasing a new season each year is really impressive, especially considering some shows take 2 to 3 years. Break. Say it, Connor, we are weirdos and proud. I love that Doctor Who has a neurodiverse fans. We are special. Yeah, we are special, okay? I didn't want to say it in a mean way. I just think we are special, okay? It takes, I think, a certain type of person to enjoy Doctor Who. I hope I don't get cancelled for saying that. Yeah, I think if we're talking production-wise, Doctor Who right now, it looks absolutely beautiful. Every time they go in that TARDIS set, and especially when you're watching it on I watched it on my 4K TV upstairs with the lights off at night, it looked stunning. It looked absolutely stunning. And it does kind of blow my mind. I'm like, you got all this money and these are the scripts you're writing. These are the stuff that you're trying, this is the stuff you're trying to do. That does kind of blow my mind. But, you know, I suggest trying Big Finish with the first Paul McGann season, mostly because it will have the late Classic Who early RTD vibes, and it's the season we never got on TV, sadly. Yeah, is that the Big Finish series with Jubilee in it? I know Aiden always says that's a really great box set. Even if this season didn't turn out to be my favourite, I'm still going to buy it. It's part of the history of the show. I love how you do that, Adam. That's really great. I've been looking at the classic box sets as well. I would like to get my hands on them one day. Well, Boom is using Volume, I think it's called, so it'll be interesting to see. They're using the Volume for Boom? Are they? Are they? No, Jubilee is Colin Baker, I believe. I mean, Paul McGann. What? Yeah, Jubilee is Paul McGann, isn't it? No, is Jubilee is Jubilee the Dalek episode? What's the one that's set at New Year's? Aiden was talking about that too. You won't get cancelled as positive. Back in the old days, they used to call us. I don't know if I can say that just in case I get cancelled. You know how funny people can be on the internet. I'm trying to save my skin. Chimes of Midnight. That's it. I need you guys all the time. You save me. Yeah, Chimes of Midnight. That did sound really cool. Where every hour, like, someone dies or something. Mamma mia! God, we're getting a new Moffat episode in a few hours. What kind of simulation is this? Josh tries to animate it. Are they? One day the collection sets will be complete and I'll rejoice when I tell my wife how much it costs us. Yeah, I remember my dad fixed up an old car once and he never told my mum how much it cost. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Haven't heard that one yet, but it's not part of the season. Okay. The first season of Nine's Big Finish is free on BBC Sounds at the moment. Is it? That's the thing. You think I would be running there to watch that or listen to that, but I just can't. I really enjoyed Redacted. I listened to Redacted season 1 in one day. I really enjoyed that. But that was when like my Doctor Who first was so clenched, and just hearing like the Power State in my ears, I was just like, whoa, the Power State. I remember that. It's just dumb shit that like next to no one would care about but me and you guys. Yeah, I've seen an article that says Boom is using the Volume, but can't remember where I'd seen that. That is so cool. A socially inept or studious or obsessive person with unfashionable and largely interest. The meaning dates from the 1980s. Yeah, that's me. Ah, boy. Sometimes I feel like I'm from another planet. I sound like Rose Noble right now. Rose Temple Noble, as the kids call her. Just checking how the new videos are doing. Oh, great, they're doing terribly. Oh, God, I make myself laugh. Oh, my. The shed was a TARDIS. The shed was a TARDIS. How would you rank the episodes of RTD from worst to best? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. If you guys want me to, I'll stay, because I've got nothing else to do tonight. I'm going to go to the toilet, and I'll come back. If you want me to just write some questions, because I'm out of ideas, I'm only as good as my audience, so if you guys want me to keep on the stream, just write some shit, I'll answer it. It doesn't have to be Doctor Who related, but if it is, that's fine. I'm going to go to the toilet, I'll be right back. I'll literally be like 1 minute. God bless and good night, everybody. Not good night, I'll be right back. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What up? Hey. You didn't hear me in the toilet because I went all the way down to the back. Little shits. Alright, how... He really wanted to go. It was a Waz, okay? I went all the way down to the... I went all the way down to my parents' room so no one could hear me Waz, okay? Is that okay? I can hear everything. You're such liars. Bro, why is console out in the bathroom? Is this all you said when I was gone? You little shits? Fuck. Okay. How would you rank the episodes of RTD2 from worst to best? Okay, worst. Star Beast. Followed by... This is just my personal opinion. I'd say, Church on Ruby Road, then Space Babies, then Giggle, and then Wobbly Yonder. Did I say them all? So lowest is Lois Griffin. Lois is Star Beast, and then Church on Ruby Road, then Devil's Cord, then Space Babies, then Giggle, Wobbly Yonder. Yes. Ha! Alright, so they're all just bullshit about me being in the toilet making a loud noise, which is not true, because I went all the way down there. If you heard anything, my sister and nephew are out there, that's what you heard, you little shits. You're so... Oh my god, you guys make me laugh. And there was another series of adventure games. Who would you want as the villain? Adventure games? What, like those dumbass Wii ones? Well, like the one they did with David Tennant and Jodie? I think the Weeping Angels made a fantastic VR game. That sounds kind of cool to do. I didn't do it, obviously, because I don't like things that are popular. I don't know. How you played the PS3 Lego Dimensions game? They had a whole bonus mission game set in the Doctor Who world. Yes, I did. I had it on PS4. I think that's where I got the. If I can find it real quick, hold on. If it's buried away, I won't look for it. But I think because I've been packing everything away to move rooms, like I say every week. There you go. There we go. Yeah. These two were from the Lego Dimensions game. So, yeah. So that, and actually, you know what? It's actually a really good, cool little pieces to have. But yeah, so you could get the car in the game. Yeah, I had to. Something about Peter Capaldi's Doctor driving Homer Simpson's car. Oh, just the crossover that I needed in my life. How would you feel, I assume, they fixed the chameleon circuit with no police box? By the way, what if the tiles crash down rather than materializing? Yeah, if they ever got rid of the police box, look, they're doing themselves an absolute disservice. That would be the dumbest idea ever. Speaking of which, ta-da! It's always it's so weird, the picture inside. If they ever got rid of this is like their biggest IP. Never do that. The TARDIS landing rather than materializing is really interesting. Obviously, we see it in the trailer with the TARDIS landing into unit. I hope it's resolved by the end of the season. I'm really that thread has definitely got me more excited than any other ones. VR game with the Angels segment, shit is terrifying. You know what? We should do that for the podcast. Me and Ed have been discussing about doing some after this series, like maybe focusing more on like standalone videos, like you know the one I did about the horror Fang Rock, the hacking of Fang Rock. A video I'm very proud of, by the way. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Cool. I go Space Babies, the Star Beast, Church and Ruby Road, the Devil's Cool, the Giggle, and Wild Yonder. Hey, our last two were right. Good on you, Mr. Scarlo. Jeremy. Oh, that brings back memories. Yeah. Oh, this bad boy. Love those shows, man. It just, I know. If I didn't have The Simpsons and Doctor Who, I'd be so unhappy. I had the Lego TARDIS set on my desk, and I put the Dimensions Capaldi, and I got the Dimensions Capaldi figure on the Cybermen. I would love to have more official Doctor Who sets. The custom-made minifigs are cool, but way too expensive. Yeah, some Doctor Who Lego would be sick. Like, it's always weird to see, you know, stuff like this. It's like, you know, it's always weird to see like Simpsons Lego and Doctor Who. I really want to get the Simpsons house in Lego. Once I have my own house, I want to get the 742 Evergreen Terrace. Is it 742? If it's not 742, I'm not a fan. 742. Yeah, it's 742 Evergreen Terrace. Yeah. Woohoo! I'm not a shit fan. Yeah, I want to get 742 Evergreen Terrace and build the Lego set and have it in like a space in my house. Oh boy. I would love to have more official Doctor Who. Oh no, I just read that. Do you reckon we'll see Susan? More importantly, will it be Carol Ann Ford? I do think we'll see Susan, and I think if they don't have Carol Ann Ford do it, it'll be not only a wasted opportunity but incredibly disrespectful. I wish New Zealand to Australian shipping wasn't so expensive. I bought a PSVR 2. I think my mate Dan has one of them. And would send you my old PSVR one for free to cover the VR game, but shipping would probably be like half the cost of the headset. That's very sweet, Jeremy. Thank you. Well, my mate has one, so I could just always borrow that. But thank you. That's very kind of you. In Manchester, I found a shop with lots of Doctor Who dollies, and I bought shit loads during my recent trip. I love how they call them dollies, Doctor Who dollies. Oh god. At least we At least we admit the sad folk that we are. Am I right, folks? Ay, caramba. Boom, boom, boom. How do you like me? How do you like me? Boom, boom, boom. How do you like me? How? Yes, I did think that was Josh who called them dollies. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh God, I can't wait to. I was saying to Crispy Pro the other day, I was like, oh, we need to do a year. Every year we need to all meet up. It's just so fun. It's just super fun. I can't wait. Oh, have a few cigars, a few beers with the boys. Ah, can't wait. Very keen. You guys getting bored of me? Should I leave you? I always feel like I bore the masses with this. Mo, mo, mo. Yeah, that is exactly what I was doing, Jeremy. Nobody likes me. Why does no one like me? That's exactly what I was doing. I want a shooty dolly. For years I called them collectibles. Fuck it, they're toys. Yeah, I think collectibles is what we call them. Yeah, we're all just like, you know, trying to be a little bit manly about it. Like I have this. I'll show you this. I have this this bear. So I got this little geezer from. He's from 221B Baker Street in London, and it's just it's just a super nice like bear. I was like, oh, he's cute. But I was 18 when I bought it, and part of me was like, bro, like I'm like a man now, and I'm buying this. But it sits so well on like it just sits so well like a desk, and the quality is so. I think this cost me like £25, which is pretty cool. This actually works. It cost me £25, which is about 50 Australian dollars. But I'm like, look, come on, that is stunning. My nephew keeps coming in my room and like pulling on all this stuff, so it goes a bit loose. But yeah, his pipe like fits there and stuff. It's like, yeah, I know it's hard to explain, but it's like, yeah, like how do I explain this other than what it is? But yeah, it's super cute. A Shooty and Millie dolly. There were pics online. I need them very much. Oh yeah, it wasn't. Didn't the Millie one get discontinued because there was all that rumor about her being a diva? Is there any Doctor Who merchandise that you get if money wasn't an issue? Do you know what I would do? I'd pay someone to make a TARDIS, like an actual prop replica TARDIS. Because I mean, I could do one, but I know it wouldn't be as good as like someone else could make it. Like I pay good money for someone to be like actually get the proper dimensions of everything and just make it, and doesn't matter how much it costs, just do it. And I'd have it in the back of the house. I'm only missing the Jodie and John Hurt to have every main Doctor. Are those the yeah, I know what you're talking about. Last time I was in London, I walked past Mrs. Hudson's cafe and almost didn't notice it. Was it the Sweeney's? Yeah, I've been there too. Got a picture of me there actually. I'd love to have a 1x1 size Dalek. Oh, that'd be sick. I once told a friend of a partner I collect toys. You could taste the awkward silence. Josh's latest video is so accurate. I commented on the video, had 50 SA replies. SA replies? Hey, I'm proud of you, man. That's awesome. Mo, mo, mo. I know a guy who built a full-size TARDIS in his garden. He believes it has increased the value of his house. Oh, I'd definitely buy a house with a TARDIS in it, even if it was in an awful area. I need a TARDIS, like just to get something like that just built. I'd love it. It's just such an iconic look. That's why they could never change it. I've lost many moons ago the top of it. That's what you get when you're a kid. You just lose shit, you know. Mo, mo, mo. Replies from South Australia. Sorry, I mentioned I live in Adelaide. What's that? I commented on the video, had 50 South Australian replies. As in, only people from South Australia replied? Mo. How do you like me? How do you like me? Alright, I might leave you guys to it. I feel like I've overstayed my welcome a little bit. I love you guys. You're very special. 90 minutes. We've been like movie length. Alright, thank you for staying on. I do have another show called For a Laugh. You can check it out. I will be back tomorrow with Aiden to review Boom. Keep collecting dollies. I'm proud of you. I understand you. Well, I am working, so fine with me. Hey, I love that. I love that I'm in the background. That's amazing. Thank you for making my dream come true. I love you guys. And but also got the best job right now related to Doctor Who. Aren't you in like a comic shop or something? It's 11:30 p.m. in New Zealand, so fair lol. Yeah, it's currently 7:33 where I am, so it's been an hour and a half. Crumbs. Love you guys. Thank you. Enjoy Boom. You all deserve it. And I'll be back tomorrow with the review with Aiden. I work with Doctor Who magazine at the moment. No way! Oh, that's awesome. That's such a sick job. Congrats, man. Congrats, Robert. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I will see you soon. Much love. Thank you. I'm proud of you, Robert. That's my final statement. You deserve it, man. Your art's awesome. Alright, cheers, guys. Much love. See you soon. Bye.